This show is part of the Head Stuff Podcast Network.
Hi, I'm Gearoid Farrelly.
And I'm Niamh Kavanagh.
And you're listening to Agony Rants. Niamh.
I love the way you say my name sometimes. But I mean, you say the same every week.
I'm very excited this
Why?
week. Well, because
Well, I know why, to be fair.
these are, there are changes, Niamh. We're making changes to the show.
Changes.
Somebody made a suggestion a while ago that what we could do is we could have a guest once a month.
Okay, is that because we're getting bored? Is that it? Is that what you're saying?
No. They were just saying, I think it could be an estate planning thing. Do you know, in case anything happens to you, Niamh.
Me?
Yeah, well,
Why
you're flinging yourself around the dance floor. You know, you're a woman of like 70, 80 years of age.
Yeah. I'm not the one
And
yawning
you're
every 2 minutes. I'm going to skate right over that one.
So, you know, it's just a gentle way to audition new co-hosts, basically, is what we're doing.
I understand that, yeah. Yeah.
I think the reason I'm yawning is because I've given up sugar.
Yeah. Do you want to introduce our guest before you get down that road? Because we're going to talk about your yawning.
I don't want to make eye contact with her yet because
Why?
I'm talking about health and fitness goals, and she's very health and fitness
She
oriented.
is extremely fit. Yeah.
We are
in
joined
so many ways.
We are joined by somebody, a friend of the show, who has never been on the show.
No, exactly. And
Yeah.
I can't believe that we have been very remiss.
We've been very remiss. We are joined by Kylee Vincent, pro dancer on Dancing with the Stars. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I watch you guys all the time, so it's a privilege.
I mean, to be fair, I'm literally dancing with your husband, so
You are.
so essentially,
Plus.
we pass each other all the time.
We do.
We basically are in a very unusual situation in that we have all pressed ourselves against the same man
That's very true.
in the past couple of years.
This is like a support group.
With
It must be.
with varying degrees of success.
Oh look.
Um,
Oh, Niamh, you love that.
so Kylee, how are you?
I'm very good. I am so happy to be here with the two lovely people.
Oh, that's us.
Yeah, that's you guys. I mean, I used to get to see you guys in the studio. Now I see you out of the studio.
In the studio.
It's
Well,
lovely.
we should say as well that when Kylee was on maternity leave
Last year?
yeah, she was very involved in me and Stephen's rehearsals.
Yeah, but was Lando not born?
Lando
Oh,
was born.
on leave. Oh, leave. Sorry, maternity leave.
Yeah. So Lando was just born, wasn't
Yes, he was literally 2 weeks when we moved down to Dublin. But Gearoid says that I helped a lot. So did Gearoid. You did a lot of babysitting on the side, didn't you?
I had a great time. Yeah.
No.
I would
He
be
was very
wondering-
broody.
Yeah.
He was very broody.
Oh, really? It was like, oh, Gearoid, do you mind? And I was just like, okay, I'll keep it quiet. I'll try.
I would just wander around the halls of Liffey Trust while they were filming directors' tapes for our
Little
dances.
bounce
Yeah.
along.
that.
Practice
Yeah.
your quick step.
Yeah, exactly.
Hop, skip, and jump.
I felt very fatherly. Even when I see him now, I'm like, he's sort of mine.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was part
A
of
little
that.
bit of you. Yeah.
A part of me's fighting the urge to say, where did you have Lando? Simply because we were both up the north having our children. So I'm just wondering,
Yes.
you know, I would have had all those conversations, but that's not for this pod. We're going to have
We're going to have an extra
Yes,
one.
we are going to
Okay,
have that.
fair enough. We can
So
do.
that's a whole other one. But yeah, so basically you were involved in Gearoid's training, but you were busy this year.
I was busy this year.
So, you know,
I
you did
was-
give me a few hints, I'll be honest with you.
Did
have,
I?
You have a few times in passing you said, when I'm doing this lift, you know, I'm not saying I achieved quite the same, you know, level of sitting up as you directed me to do so on that lift, but it was really helpful, your perspective on it.
I think she just didn't
good.
want you to kill her husband.
Well, there was an element
Well, a
to
little
that.
bit of that too. No, Niamh, you've done so well. Honestly, you have done so well, and you take notes really well.
Do I?
You do. You do.
I don't think he
Kylee,
believes
I'm
They
going to stop you
process-
right
they
there.
process
I will
first.
stop you right
Oh no,
there.
I am going for the process.
Yes,
and I
yeah.
need to go away and think
There's
about
the process
it.
first, and
Yeah.
then you surprise us all.
I surprised myself the other day.
So, Kylee, how has it been now returning to Dancing with the Stars this year? What was it like?
Oh, it was so good. I really, really needed it. I think throughout that whole long year of being with Lando, it was so lovely, but you they say you lose yourself. You do. You feel like you lose yourself. And I felt like this was my opportunity to kind of find the new me in a way.
Okay.
And I'm getting there. I can feel like, oh, okay.
It's kind of
She's coming back. She's coming
Yeah.
back. I'm excited. I'm getting to create again. I mean, I'm out. I put it out.
No.
I'm out, but I'm in the process still. I'm still there to do pro numbers. So I'm just really excited to be back.
We should say for the people that aren't watching Dancing with the Stars this year, Kylie was partnered with Michael Fry, the comedian.
Yes.
Lovely Michael Fry.
Yes.
Who went out on Sunday's show. So
Yes.
I'm going to be honest.
I was very surprised.
I was very surprised. And I was also furious.
We're a little bit invested.
I was furious. I was very invested.
We're very invested in the Team Vincent situation. We understand
very
that.
invested in Team Vincent.
Yes.
Always up for the comic on the show.
Naturally.
And
Because I think actually, even though comics are used to performance, it is about the tension in the room that makes good comedy, right?
Okay.
So it's the juxtaposition of, you know, how you are in a room. It's slightly different to my kind of performing.
Oh yeah.
Right. So essentially for him to achieve what he did in the performing, it says an awful lot about how you enabled him to do that.
Yeah.
You know, your choreography
thank
suited him. You see that quick step? My mother said, I loved that. I don't understand. It was so funny. Because she was there. And my mother has opinions. We know that.
Niamh's mother does have opinions.
Oh, okay.
And
So,
no filters.
Yeah.
so I got a tick.
Oh, you got a big
got a
tick.
big tick.
A
Fabulous.
very big tick.
That's what we love to hear.
Yeah. So the quick step was amazing. So you definitely suited to his personality. Is that what you think of when you do choreography like that?
Absolutely. I think the main thing for me with Michael was he puts up like these skits all the time. So he's not himself. So it was like, let's bring Michael to the show. Let people see who he is.
Yeah.
So that like every week I wanted to find something different about him that he could bring to each number so that people were like, oh, that's a little bit of him. That's a little bit of him. So the quick step was a great start because it had a little bit of the comedy, but also the acting because he's an actor and all of the small little bits, the colorfulness of the number. I think it just, it got him to life a little bit. He was like, right, I'm enjoying myself.
No, but it was
this is something I can do.
It was really played to his strengths. It was amazing.
Aw,
No, you could see you could see elements of him in it, and it made me excited to do the quick step. I mean, Stephen he did the same for me. He just gave me a pro routine
It's
apparently.
like, yes,
Yeah. He's just like, just learn this. will
that's
you?
it. Learn it. Do it.
He says,
Nail it.
We've enough of you, Niamh. No, but you know what I mean. I love the whole. You really got his character in it, and I think essentially in programs like that, that's really important. It's different for people who are like me, Joe. But for him, it was so lovely to see that because he was quite nervous going in.
Oh,
so
he was really nervous walking down the stairs. You can feel the jitters behind you.
And that never leaves
think
because I was there at the weekend, and as soon as you hear that music, you're like, ugh. It's like just the PTSD hits you in the chest.
I mean, to be fair, it took Gearoid 20 minutes to say hello to me because he was too busy with his new friends.
Oh, new friends.
All his friends from
friends.
all his Dancing with the Stars
It's
friends.
I loved it. It's so much fun.
I know.
But is it weird competing against your husband?
Stephen would say, yes, I like a bit of competition. See, I'm all up for competition. So every year I'm like, yeah, bring it. And he's like, relax, it's fine. I'm like, no, bring it. And
trust
this was
me.
the first year he was like, yeah, okay, let's do it. And I was like, oh no. I lost this one. Now I'm back on the team.
Team Vincent.
Team
Team
Vincent. Back on
How long are you together?
Stephen and I, we've been together for 12 years now. I've met him
God.
12 years ago.
I know.
Just over 12 years
And were you
ago.
dance partners?
So we were put together and bless, he asked multiple times for a couple of dates and I just was adamant that it's just not happening. I'm just not going to do it. And I know.
This.
And then 2 months
I do
later, I
love
was like,
this.
okay, he's really bugging me. Let's just get this date out the way. And we actually sat down and he pulled the napkin from the table, and he put a spoon behind it and went, oh, like a ghost. And I just burst out laughing. And I fell in love straight away.
All right, no, I get that. I'm not saying I'm falling in love with your husband, but I totally
I
get.
know.
He is full of the dad jokes.
Yeah.
He is so
Who
funny.
would have thought the dad jokes would have won me
I
over?
know, who knew?
so
I married
sweet.
a man exactly the same for the same reason because he
Oh.
made me laugh every single day. And
Every
he still
day.
does.
Aw.
Every
Every
single
day.
day. That's why I love you.
If my partner ever told me a dad joke, I'd punch him right in the face.
Get away.
Never underestimate how
sweet.
appealing a dad joke is.
That's so lovely.
I think isn't it really that they don't mind doing that out in public, and then suddenly you think, well, I'm going to have fun with this person forever.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, and they're
that
never
was
going to
it.
be so cool that some young one's going to come in and nick him.
Oh, it must be a real comfort as well.
What?
Like, you know, because obviously you're dancing, you're both athletes.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
like
top of your game.
you're partnered with like people, and then to see him dance with somebody else. But for the past 2 years, he's been dancing
Yeah,
with
you're all
like,
right now.
a gay man.
No.
and
Someone who could be his mother.
and a woman that's shaved her legs twice since 1994.
You don't have to tell them that.
my
They know it.
goodness.
You've no idea the trauma. I normally don't take the winter coat off till about March. But I mean, no. But to be fair, I mean, of the legs. We don't need to. But the thing is, it's a really funny thing to kind of think, because our industry isn't kind to relationships sometimes.
Yeah.
That's very true.
Yeah,
that is
it-
very true.
yeah,
but I
but-
think we've been really lucky. Like, we've traveled the world together.
Sure, you've done a lot of the stuff that.
Everything.
Yeah.
We've done everything together. I don't think we've been, like, the longest we've been apart was most probably COVID, when I had to go back to South Africa and he had to make his way, 10 days in Germany and 10 days in Dubai, all the way to get back to South Africa. So that was the longest we've ever been apart.
Oh.
So, yeah, I don't know what I would do without him, actually, to be honest.
Well,
No,
my
we're getting
husband
too
and I
sweet
are
here.
very similar, except I haven't seen him in about. No, I saw him for an hour in KFC car park the other day because he was
where,
on his
all,
way.
where all the great things
romance,
happen.
the romance of it all. Literally, because he's gone on his golf holiday, obviously, naturally, while I'm doing Dancing with the Stars. What else would he be doing? He came to the first show, though. He was there. He can say he was there. If I'm out after 3 weeks, at least he's been there.
Yeah.
He's been there. Yeah.
Okay.
And Niamh, you're not going anywhere for a few
I was
weeks.
just about to say, what's this 3-week thing?
Oh no, I know. I get a lot
That's
of.
not happening.
Listen, I live in the moment. I deal with the thing that's in front of me, which apparently is going to be the foxtrot now. Everybody has the same face when I say I'm doing the foxtrot, and I'm actually quite
ooh.
excited.
Yeah, I think you should be excited.
Because I really loved the quick step.
Well, you showed that you can be a ballroom girl, so
Well,
absolutely.
I'm telling you, Niamh.
I'm not. Do you know what I'm really liking? I'm liking the fact that I'm not going to have to be lapping around the place a bit. I'm looking
Okay.
forward. There's going to be slower, more control in it. I feel
Yes, yeah.
that might suit me.
I'm telling you, Niamh, from what I saw now on last week in
Yeah.
the quick step,
Yeah.
I think you're not going anywhere for a while.
I agree.
I agree.
I
I'm telling
actually,
you.
yeah.
If you and Stephen were in the final, I wouldn't be surprised.
Now, lads, there's
No, I
some
wouldn't.
young, very, very athletic people doing very fine dancing in it. You've
You
got
have
to
to
say.
aim high.
But
You have to aim high.
I wouldn't be surprised. I
And
wouldn't be
Kylie's
surprised.
on the case now. She's going to keep
Yeah,
me
look.
right.
Yeah,
All the time on my hands.
Every time Stephen and I start to wander off to have a chat, Kylie
Sorry,
being,
what you
excuse me.
yeah, exactly. That's what you need. That's
Yeah.
what you need. Niamh.
I have one big question.
Go on.
Oh.
Has your dad booked his flight yet?
No, he hasn't. Actually, my mum left. So my mum came over. She
Yes.
spent some time with Lando. She's back home. She went
So
back
just to
home.
clarify, your dad is babysitter while you
Yes.
were both.
He is
On the show.
adorable.
Yeah,
He
my
comes
dad
in.
has come over. He came over in November, and he's staying all the way till the end of March,
What a man.
to look after Lando for us. So
Because
we both
obviously you're
could
going to
do
need him
the
every
gig.
Sunday anyway, and other times when you're rehearsing and
Yes,
stuff.
yeah.
And so can you say to him, oh, well, I mean, I'm not competing in the show, but I still have to go into rehearsals 5 days a week.
Well, my dad actually said to me, there's hours in the day that I don't want to see you. You have to get out. You have to go do what you want to do. And I was like, I'm going to take this opportunity. I'm not saying no.
Nice.
100%,
Yes.
girl. I'm
So-
totally behind you for that. Absolutely.
So I'm so blessed.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. You're going to have a great
Yeah.
time.
Oh,
We can
amazing.
do- We can do lovely lunches while they're rehearsing.
Oh, that sounds amazing. We'll send them
yeah.
pictures,
Great.
won't we?
Oh, we're going to have a lovely time, Kylie. I can't
that's
wait.
nice. That's nice.
Um,
I'm just going to tell you he's gone on tour in about a week because that's what he does. He goes off and tours off. I know he does.
I am very happy to be going on tour. But I will say that there are some tickets left for my London show.
Okay.
In case I don't forget it.
Never miss a
Yeah,
genuine
so,
opportunity.
Yeah. Niamh is furious. Niamh, you could go on tour.
I could.
Literally nothing stopping you.
Do you know the thing that makes me laugh is I work all year and you always make it sound like I
No.
do nothing.
No, but
I feel like I'm in the middle of something here.
step it up, then. Eve.
You can get your mammy voice out here,
You
Kylie,
need,
if you want.
you need to book. You need to book headline tour. No longer special guest. It's Niamh Kavanagh headline.
Not always special
Take-
guesses.
You're taking the full fee.
Okay,
Full fee for the door.
I get decent fees, don't you worry about that.
I'm well
Don't you
aware.
worry about me.
Wink.
We have a two-pronged approach, me and Stephen, whereas Niamh, I've been saying that she needs to go in and record some more stuff.
Oh, well, I do.
And now
I do, to
Stephen
be
is
fair.
saying this.
Okay.
Oh.
He has me like
Yeah.
10 minutes every
He
session.
said it to me yesterday. He's like, oh, I had my first chat. And I was like, well done, Stephen.
These two are like plotting behind my
Scheming
back.
behind your back.
Yeah.
They are. I mean, that's the worst FOMO that is happening over here. The two
I
of them, they're like,
know,
oh,
I do
children.
miss the whole thing.
I can imagine though.
I do, yeah.
You
I had a
guys
great
had
time.
such a good time.
Yeah, I did. That's why I got my tattoo. Do you
I
have a
know.
tattoo of Stephen?
I love a tattoo. I don't have a tattoo of Stephen. You beat me on that one.
Can I just say, I just think that's a bit weird.
Why?
That you don't have a
That
tattoo.
I don't have a
No,
tattoo.
I'll be honest
I
with
think
you.
it's weird.
I'll be honest with you. I think it's weird that you do.
It is a good tattoo though.
Yeah, it is a good
It is a
tattoo,
good
I have to
tattoo.
say. It is.
Kylie,
Mm-hmm.
we are not here to talk about Dancing with the Stars or to talk about us at all, because this is all about the listeners.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
We say that, but the first 10 minutes of our program, 15 minutes of our program is always about us.
No. We are a helpful podcast.
We are.
Niamh.
We are.
And we are going to help two listeners now. Would you like to read one of the problems?
Oh, go on.
You love it.
Crack-
Go on then. Do you want to read the first one?
This is the one. This,
Okay.
this is the one that I did think of you. And when I read this, I was like, oh, that Kylie would be great. For this.
Okay. Right, here we go. Dear Gearoid and Niamh.
That's us.
That's you. First of all, I love the podcast. I knew you both separately and once recently found out you were friends, and also that you have a very hilarious podcast, which I am now binging.
Yes.
I was like, oh, am I going to read that properly?
Yes.
Binging.
It's perfect.
Binging.
You were beautiful. Binging. It does
There
say
we go.
binging.
Okay, good. And Niamh, I'm obsessed with you on Dancing with the Stars. Well, there you go. You see?
Yes.
You
Text
do
me each
have
53125 when the line's open.
Yes,
Go on,
please.
Gearoid. Right, onto the problem. I'm writing about my twin sister who had her first baby 6 months ago. I should probably declare my bias up front. I am a self-confessed party girl. Oh, everyone loves a night out, don't they? I love a night out and spontaneous plan, a late one followed by a regrettable takeaway. Yeah, we've all been there. Already the size.
What's your regrettable
love
I
a regrettable
takeaway?
takeaway.
What would your one be?
I'm really bad. I'm a Big Mac meal and a strawberry milkshake.
You have
I
no
know.
idea how happy I am to hear you say that. I thought
Really?
it was going to be some sort of, fruit situation.
No, never.
Big
Good.
Mac meal and oh my
A
god.
Strawberry milkshake. Proper,
Yeah, super big.
proper.
Well,
Yeah.
I can't have strawberry milkshakes anymore because I actually don't have sugar anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
look,
is that
I
why
don't
you're
think we-
yawning like
It
constantly?
is. I gave up sugar. No, I didn't give up sugar yesterday. Yesterday
'Cause you literally drank a
yesterday
sugar
was
drink.
the first time I had 3 meals. Just 3 meals without
snacks.
things
That's
in between.
the extra snacks.
Okay, so I
Yeah.
would say less giving up sugar than just not snacking. Try that.
Not snacking.
That's
Yeah.
a much better
But-
approach.
That's better.
But I'm also, I mean, this will last a day
Yeah.
because I've never been more depressed than I am
Oh, it's only the first few days, and then you start feeling really good after.
today. Okay.
Yeah, look, I
Have
say
you
it, but I
given up
haven't
sugar?
years ago. Now I just eat what I want. I'm like, right,
Yeah.
I'm not going to struggle anymore.
No.
But the difference between us is like you can just throw a few backflips, and then it's all burned off.
And then gone. I wish, Gearoid.
Anyway, that's very dismissive of the craft that Kylie does. It's not just backflips.
Well, it's okay. Yeah, it's your art.
Okay, darling.
That's fair. Right.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. My sister used to be right there with me, same nights, same dance floor, same bad decisions. Now she's a mum and she's amazing at it. She's calm, loving, obsessed with her baby, and her husband is genuinely supportive and hands-on. From the outside, everything looks perfect.
He's having an affair.
Aw.
Am I going to have to put you out of the room, girl?
He's having an affair. He feels guilty about something.
I told you to behave when somebody here. Go on anyway.
But I can't shake the feeling that she's quietly overwhelmed and maybe missing out too. Her life now is feeds, naps, routines, and early nights. That sounds so familiar. She always says she's grand, laughs things off, and insists she wouldn't change anything. But I believe her. But I also know my sister. I can see how tired she is, how she's stopped doing anything just for herself, and how her world has gotten very, very small. I think that's so relatable. My
Yeah,
goodness.
very much so.
Yeah. I tried to get her out, even just for a drink or a few hours, but she usually says she's too tired or doesn't want to leave the baby. Her husband would happily take over, but she feels guilty even considering it. Sometimes I wonder if she's forgotten that she's allowed to still be herself, not just someone's mum.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's-
that's
Aw.
tough to
I know,
hear,
there's a
isn't
lot.
it?
There's a lot of love in it.
Yeah,
he's
there
not having
is.
an affair. I was just making a really mean joke.
You were.
Aw,
You were.
Take it back.
You were. So
At the same time, I don't want to project my party girl lifestyle onto her or make her feel like she's doing motherhood wrong. Maybe she's not missing out at all. Maybe she's just in a different phase and I'm the one who needs to adjust. So here's my question. How do I support my sister without making her feel like she's failing or missing out? And how do I know when to gently push her to take time for herself and when to back off and let her be? Looking forward to hearing your take, Gearoid. If Joanne is looking for company on a night out, tell her to HMO. I don't even know what that means.
HMU, come on, you're a young
HMU,
person.
Am I old?
Hit me up.
Oh,
Hit
there
me
you
up,
go.
that's it.
Oh, Niamh.
Wow.
Look at
Niamh.
you.
I can't,
Okay.
I can't remember my own name, but I actually figured that one out. There you go.
Oh,
I'm-
lots of
I don't know whether that
lovelies.
says more about my crossword abilities.
Hit me up.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm going to remember that one.
I know.
Me
HMU,
up.
loads of lovelies.
Oh,
I have no truck with this at all.
Okay, so you just sit back
Because
there.
I'm neither...
'Cause you're talking about
neither
affairs and all.
parent nor party boy.
No, do you know what you should do? You should just have a little nap for those yawns, and then Kylie and I'll have this chat here.
get some sugar in you.
Well,
Now,
what's...
Kylie, okay, here's the thing. You
Okay.
know, I haven't been a mother in over 23 years. So it's a good few years since I've had this, but I recognise
Niamh,
a
you
lot.
are
of
a
this.
mother.
I
I was
am
just about
still
to
a
say, you-
mother.
My
still a
DNA
mother.
is a mother. I'm a mother to anybody I meet. I'm
God,
terrible.
I mean,
I know.
they really cut the
That's
cord
true.
with those kids.
I did. I cut it about. They were a year. I cut it. That's it.
That's it. Done.
You can walk. You can feed yourself. That's it.
Get a
Can
job.
they?
Okay. No. Anyway, so but you're in that now. I
Yes.
mean, how old is
Yes.
Lando now?
He is almost 15 months.
Yeah. So he's kind of you recognise a lot here.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, from the mother side.
Yes, from the mother's side. So, firstly, to even just have a sister and someone that would take the time to think like this.
It's beautiful, isn't
I mean,
it?
this is all she needs.
Yeah.
That support is the
Aw.
first thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
If I had my family close by, it would have made things so
Much
much
easier.
easier.
Yeah.
Now we've got social media and we've got all the Zooms and the calls and things. So
not the
that
same, though.
helped me. That
Yeah.
helped me a lot. That's what got me through it. But I think just the thought behind it all. And my sister, we're very open. We'd chat to each other and sit her down, ask her, like, what is it that she needs? Maybe she does need something. Maybe she's dead tired. Because honestly, the sleep deprivation is so real.
Really?
Oh no, it really
It is so real. I was like, oh, please, the sleep thing. Dead.
No, because you know the other thing
Absolutely
that happens.
dead.
You never stop thinking about it.
Yes.
You're never at rest.
Not switched.
You're never at
switched
rest
off.
because you're always thinking. And no
Yeah.
offense to Stephen or my husband or anybody, and they're great and
No,
they
they're
were fab,
very supportive.
very fab. And I'm not saying they're not thinking about it, but they can sleep
That's
Yeah.
true.
because they know you'll wake them. No, but you understand me.
Stephen was so busy too.
Yeah,
Like he did the
I'm a
dancing with
handful.
the stars. Yeah, but like
You are.
he was trying to do his degree on top of that
Oh,
and
yeah, he
all
was
of
doing a
those
degree.
extra things. So I always didn't want to wake him because he needed his sleep
course.
too. So I get the sleep deprivation. So sometimes I think it's about asking what is it that you need in that moment in time. Do you want to go out and get your nails done? A facial, something where you can be quiet or just get out the house for a bit of silence.
Yeah.
That short little bit, and then you build up to the nice
party.
the partying out.
Yeah, I mean, you remember the other thing is that when they're very small and especially on your first, you don't want to delegate that. You don't want to miss a
absolutely
second.
not.
I mean, your second, third, yeah, you're grand.
Nah.
Yeah, but you know,
It's like
no.
Could it be that the sister feels like she's missing out as well?
She's
Because like
missing
the
her
sister, she's missing her sister, but also they're twins, so they've obviously done everything together.
yeah.
So maybe she feels that the sister is having this new experience, and now it's probably
It's
the
not something
first
she
thing
can
she's
share.
not part of.
Yeah. But she is a part of it. But actually, believe it or not, Lisa, you're already doing everything you need to be doing in this because what I
Absolutely.
would suggest is, you're right, it is good to take time for yourself, as you know, Kylie, but you don't wake up to that for the first few months because your whole focus goes into learning this entirely new skill.
Yes.
It is
absolutely.
an entire new skill. It doesn't matter how many babies you've minded in your entire life or seen.
It's not the same
The
thing.
the second that baby's born, nobody prepares you for, especially, you see those first few weeks? Like my brother-in-law, he's a man who reads every how-to manual. He's like one of these guys, right? And he said, I couldn't find a book on those first few weeks afterwards. And then he had the baby and he said to me, Niamh, I couldn't find, I said, that's because nobody either A, remembers it, or B,
That's true.
can actually describe what it's like. It's full of euphoria because you can't believe you created this absolute beautiful thing. But at the same time, it is complete chaos. And your
is.
bodies, and your sister's going through a body change because her hormones will be snapping back in. He's only 6 months.
Absolutely.
You know, all of those things are happening. Do you know what you should do? Go and sit in with her of a night and remind her that she is a person. Remind her that she is she's gorgeous. And then, as you say, you'll know because she's your twin, darling. You know, you're gonna find those little urgent moments. But you are right. You should be the voice of reason to say it's okay to leave him every now and then, but maybe just not right yet. You know, 6 months is young.
6 months is young. Yeah.
It
I
is
remember
young.
when one of my nephews was like maybe 3 months. I remember we went away and I remember doing the night. Like the
looked after
whole
them.
for the
Whole
night.
night,
Yeah.
You're still thinking about
And
that.
it was lovely. But I did think the next morning, if I ever have to do this again, I'll take my own life.
Okay.
Yeah.
Seems a little drastic. I mean, I'm not
It
going to
was
lie.
incredibly stressful.
It is. And
It
even if
is,
the baby
it
is
is,
good.
it is,
Even
yeah.
the baby's good.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
Oh, no.
Your focus is
And this
completely
baby was
in.
very good.
So
But I was like, what again? What now?
But now it
This
is.
is unreasonable.
and you know the
Yeah.
funny thing
Go
is
to
at 3
sleep.
months they only cry for certain things, which
Yeah.
is feeding, changing, or sleep. That's the only reason they cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
And you still can't get it right.
Well,
Every
no.
time you're still
No.
guessing.
Human babies are very helpless.
yeah, they
Yeah,
are more
they
than
are.
yeah.
For a long time.
Definitely,
Like
for
I
a
remember
long,
hearing
long
somebody
time.
say that if a gorilla was to have a human baby, it would
Oh, no.
hurl it into the sea.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
Because it's just
It
it's like,
is.
no. It's you're 6 weeks now. It's time to get out and start hunting your own food.
Yeah, come on.
I think
Get with it.
I think in the interim for you, Lisa, you need to develop friendships somewhere else as well. You know, maybe your couple of friends, maybe just give her a bit of space now and then because she will be exhausted. And if you're going to go and spend time with her, go spend it in her space. She's not ready to leave yet, so go create. Why don't you bring her over things like and have a night where you do girly things that you would have done together? Maybe
Absolutely.
you know, create the party in the space.
In
No.
space.
Hold on a second.
Well-
we need to clarify for Lisa. This is not you go over and get absolutely hammered
No,
while
no,
you're sitting
no.
on the baby.
No, I mean, as in bring, you know, face masks and,
little
you know,
sleep
girly,
over.
if that's your girly thing, and then
Yeah.
plan your future escapes. You know,
Yeah.
implant her in her how lovely it will be when you do that.
Okay.
But be prepared. This is now a new phase of your sister's life. You have to accept that 100%. I remember
6
after
months
I
is
had
early.
after I had Jack,
Yeah.
it was a while before I kind of felt comfortable. After Tom, I was back gigging like within about 2-3 months. But you know, what I'm saying is, you know, it's really difficult to leave. It is really
absolutely.
difficult to leave the babies, and your focus is completely there as it should be because they need it.
Yeah. No, I'm still finding myself in it's 15 months. So
Did you find it difficult, you know, when you were kind of coming back into that level of leaving Lando? Because you probably hadn't really for a long time.
I haven't left Lando at all. I think the first time was first pro rehearsal day back in Dancing with the Stars where I had to be away for the whole day. And I just was, my mind, you just keep thinking, and what if, and what are they doing now? Is he having lunch? Where's his snack? And your mind does that while you're trying to concentrate on everything else too. But now,
Yes,
it's not.
girl.
Now I'm like,
Yes, queen.
You know, he waves mommy goodbye at the door and he's happy.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes me happy. But see, that took 15 months.
Yeah,
Yeah.
15
That took
months in.
15 months.
Did she say
So-
how old this baby
6
is?
months.
6 months.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just
it's very early on.
Baba.
But I love that you're asking these questions. And the best one I love is how do I support my sister without making her feel like she's failing? She's not failing. She's not missing
Yeah.
out. As a matter of fact, she's getting something else at the moment, which maybe is harder for you to see. But trust me, and 6 months they're getting into their little people, aren't they?
yeah.
They're coming into their little people moments.
Really
so that's when
cute.
aunties really come into their own.
Yes.
You know, you can start really feeling the little people local
yeah.
person. Yeah, his face says all we need to know about that.
No, I remember when I was a kid, my aunt came over and I can't remember why I was in trouble for something.
Yeah,
I don't know what I did. But I was probably about maybe 3.
yeah.
And I was like, I'm leaving. I'm going to live with
That's
you. And I ended up going and I stayed with my aunt for a night.
I'll be
Oh,
honest
lovely.
with you.
I'm
as,
sure
as a
your,
mother,
your
I would have
mum was
sent you.
very happy. Yeah.
Oh, my mother was thrilled. She was like, off you go, goodbye.
Thrilled.
Whenever my kids over the years would come to me and say, "Hey, they let her. You're welcome to live with them anytime you
Yeah,
like.
if you want
You
to."
go right there. You'll be back in about 2 days because I tell you, you're going to live with that.
I'm not there yet.
No.
I'm like, where's my
No, it's very
cuddles?
early.
Yeah, I still get home, and if he just looks at me and continues playing, I'm like, sorry, excuse me? Where are my cuddles? Come on
dear.
over.
Oh dear.
I found that quite strange because I hadn't seen him in a long time.
Oh, he's
From
gorgeous.
when you came back for this season of Dancing with the Stars, and I hadn't seen him since
Yeah, quite a while.
it was quite a while. And then
Did he remember you?
I think he did.
I know.
Do you
Not,
think he
not
did?
the first, maybe not the first time, but this time he did.
Oh yeah, this time he did.
We bumped,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
like, oh, hi.
Yeah, because
got really
like the
cute.
first time I was like, and he was like, who are you?
I
And
know,
was
that's scary.
"Oh, the little-"
I mean, that's scary even when you know you.
I'm a lot. Okay, well, Lisa, we hope that helps.
I think you're doing an awful lot. You know,
Yeah.
and I'm sure Gearoid will pass Joanne on your details there.
Oh yeah, I'm sure you're looking for a new buddy. Niamh, we have another problem.
Oh, we do.
We have another problem.
You read
This
the
one-
problem because there's been a lot of women. In the last one.
Okay. Dear Gearoid and Niamh, firstly, love the podcast by 1,000.
Oh, did I tell you?
Is-
I met a lovely lady at the concert I was at the other night at the Reel and the Show Band Years. You know, the concert I did the spot on in it. And the first thing, and I love this. This happens quite a lot now, where I'm expecting to talk about either Eurovision and Courtney, the dancing or whatever.
Yeah.
But actually, the first thing she brought up was agony rants. I love that.
Ah.
I love when they come in. She was there bringing her older parents to, you know, she's one of the garers, as I call them.
I did go to, I went to Niamh's concert.
On Friday.
On Friday night.
good.
Yeah, it was she was brilliant. You were absolutely
Thank
brilliant.
you.
And loads of the other performers were really good as well.
Yeah, no, they were.
But you were head and shoulders above Niamh.
I'm different.
Yeah.
You
were
should
were
come sometime.
incredible.
You'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
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 I'm
Now,
very
the-
different.
I
the-
need my
now,
invite.
the
Yeah.
show-
Oh no, that's coming.
The show band show now, it's like the audience, they're old.
Yeah, but now let's be honest here.
I mean, they're old.
Yeah, they
It's
are.
like she hits the middle 8 now of In Your Eyes, they're going to have to pull out the
They're gonna-
defibrillator. Because
That's not entirely.
it's-
It's not that. Is the thing is the show band era is from the 60s. So that generation who
Okay.
remembers the show band era are a certain age now. And I wasn't in the show band era, but my father was.
Oh, so
So
you've got
I did
that.
what they called the dance band era afterwards, which is where we went to play the hits of the day in the same venues. But essentially the show bands are the generation before us. So to be fair, I am nearly 60. So you're talking about how old these people are. And
You
so
don't look, I wouldn't say that, Niamh.
I am.
You have to keep saying I'm nearly
You
50.
haven't.
But
You
I'm,
don't look 60.
I'm going to be 58 in less than a month.
But you wouldn't say that.
Look at that. She's the
You
way she
wouldn't
got
say
I
that.
do.
She's looking for a birthday present.
No, do you know what it is,
Oh, yeah, I
Kylie?
had
You're
to
not
drop
old
the
enough.
reminder.
You're not old enough to round up yet. It's a thing that happens when you get older.
Okay, fair enough.
Any minute now, I'll be saying I had a fall. Right? So like, it's that element. No, but seriously, I actually love getting older. I love it. But what I'm saying is that whole generation, it's a nostalgia night for them. It's meant for older people because,
Yeah.
you know, for younger people, they don't have that relationship.
Yeah.
The show bands were huge in this country because we didn't get artists from abroad until the 80s. You know, really, people didn't start coming in.
Yeah.
People didn't tour here. So
Yeah.
the local bands were very prevalent back then. So the element of what that is, the generation that's going to it is slightly older, and then the people who bring them. So they're, you know, my generation who is bringing their mum or their dad or whatever. So, but she was all, now this girl was much younger than us, to be fair, but she loves agony rants. And I love when people, that was Mairead. And I'm waiting for the problem. You said you were going to send me Mairead, but I just want to tell you that.
Oh.
Yeah, she said she's going to send me one.
Fantastic.
Excellent. Anyway,
okay.
come on, let's read this one.
Agony Rants has become a part of my weekly routine and I'm binging the old ones. I spend most of it nodding along
There's a lot of binging.
alone like you can see me.
Okay, I spend most of it nodding along alone,
I
like you can
beg-
see me.
I beg the listeners to reread these things.
Put a comment in. Put a
Commas.
comment in. I'd say they dictate them.
Possibly.
Yeah.
I also have to say the fact that you are actually friends is so cool. I would never have put you together.
Nobody
and it
ever does.
makes total sense. You're very alike.
We are. Although he's
Gearoid does not seem impressed.
No, you're right. You're right.
Very young. I'm a shy gay man who came out late, did things a bit backwards, and
That's probably the wrong context
over
to say
that.
that. Come on, skip
and
over that.
somehow ended up in a long-term relationship before I ever really dated properly. The relationship ended almost a year ago. It wasn't dramatic or messy, just sad, grown up and necessary.
Oh, that's beautifully said.
That, I'd say, was he an absolute bastard.
Well,
Do you know
the
what
other
this
fella.
tells me?
The other fella.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this tells me if it was sad, grown up and necessary, he did the breaking up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
he
yeah.
must have.
Yeah, he was the
He did.
lever.
Yeah.
He wasn't the levy.
When you were growing up, were you a lever or a levy?
I just didn't really.
To be fair, she was quite young when she met Stephen.
Yeah, I was really young when I met Stephen, but I didn't really date much. Dancing kind of.
Takes over your
Yeah,
life.
I had
Oh,
like
yeah.
2 boyfriends before Stephen, and then that was it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Same for
Yeah.
me. Same for me,
Yeah.
actually. Well, I was a serial monogamist, to be fair. I had 3 long relationships, but I didn't have a lot of boyfriends because I was gigging all
Yeah.
the time. You see,
Takes
Kylie,
over your
I
life.
had loads of
I
relationships.
know
Like-
you did, you dirty
And
stop
they
it.
all dumped me.
You're a
No.
dirty, you're the levy. Go on.
I took time after it ended to be on my own, work on myself, and swear blind I was absolutely grand being single. Fast forward to now. I've met someone I actually like properly like, which is the problem. I haven't felt this way about someone in a long time, and it's knocked all confidence straight out of me. I don't know how to flirt. I overthink every text, and I panic that I'm either being too much or not enough. Because I'm shy, I default to being polite and reserved, which I'm worried comes across as disinterest, even though inside my brain is doing backflips. Part of me feels like I should be more experienced by now, or at least better at this. Another part of me is scared of messing it up because it took so long to feel ready to try again. I don't want to drag old baggage into something new. My God, this is going on. But I also don't know how
Gearoid.
vulnerable I'm supposed to
Girl,
be.
this
or
is our
when.
listener. Listen here. They won't be binging by 1,000 if you keep going on that.
We get it. You met someone you fancy.
They took time to write this beautifully. Make it read it with compassion.
Passion, yeah.
With compassion.
Basically, I don't know where to start. Do I take it slow or risk fading into the background? Or do I be honest about liking him and risk terrifying both of us? Now, I'm going to be honest.
No,
That would be my tack.
You are this person. Come on, get on with it.
So my question is, how do you put yourself out there again when you're shy, a bit bruised, and actually care about the outcome? And is it normal to feel like you're starting from scratch even when you're not new to relationships? That's from Richard in a panic.
In a panic.
Well, I'm
This
going
is
to
a
tell
long
you.
one, Richard. Fair play.
Good on you, Richard. First of
A
all,
lot of information.
despite Gearoid's meltdown in the middle of that, it's really well put, actually. I think it's a great
Yeah.
description of how you feel when you really like someone. And I don't care how many relationships you've had. When you meet the person who makes you feel that way, it usually means that there's someone a bit special,
Yeah.
right? And then there's the fear, isn't there? There's the fear that that person isn't going to feel the same way. Isn't that like, you know,
Yeah.
when you meet someone,
Yeah.
and I think when you're older,
They
because
usually don't.
that's your experience, not
They
mine,
just- it's-
not
they
mine.
usually-
Speaking as the lever.
Ooh.
No, my previous ones, you know, no, that's wrong. Obviously, they ended in a, how did he say it? It was a proper kind of beautiful way he said, in a sad, grown up, unnecessary way. Okay, so here's the thing. I think when you care about someone and they make you feel that way, you should embrace it. And if you feel like you want to send lovely messages to them and be a bit excited about it, there's no harm showing it. I think overly thinking about it probably gets in the way of who you're going to be in that relationship.
Yeah.
And it's not a harm. And I think if they run screaming for the hills when you display that, or if you even are honest and say, I'm really into you, is this too much? You can ask that question. But the thing is, if they're going to run for the hills, they're going to run for the hills whether you're hiding it or not. That's what I think.
You see, my take is always don't ask a question that you don't want the answer to.
Okay.
Because
Fair
Because
enough.
like if you ask,
Come on.
don't ask a question if the answer is going to kill you. Like,
Just flat out ignore.
like if you were just
I'm going to tell you, girl, that never works, right? Come on, Kylie, get in here.
To be honest, I would just be completely honest. and open about it. Be yourself. For me, it's more about being yourself. And if that person doesn't like you being yourself or being too much or being, then it's not the right person for you. But you won't know if it's the right person if you're not being yourself.
See?
So start being yourself. Maybe it's really bad advice. I have 12 years since I've
No, it isn't actually, Kylie. It's excellent advice. And I'll tell you why, because the sooner, I think actually what's wrong here is that you need to kind of give yourself a bit of self-love here, because you've come out late, you say, right? So you've come out a little later and you went into a long-term relationship. Maybe you came out because you went into this relationship. I don't know. But the point is, you need to give yourself a pat on the back and say, I'm achieving this. This is who I am. And as Kylie says, show who you are to this person, because you want to be that person in the relationship. So the sooner you show that, the better.
So,
because they're going to get that person.
Otherwise.
but if you show yourself up front, you don't have that real disappointment 6 months into a relationship. I think I'd miss that.
Come on. Speaking as the person who's normally overthinking, because you're the overthinker.
Yeah, I
in
do
relationships.
overthink. I would always say that feeling at the start of a relationship, you know, like I
buzzy,
like them,
buzzy thing, yeah.
That I was never into that.
Oh, I quite liked it.
I don't know if I like that either.
It's the uncertainty of the whole thing. It just makes me so tense.
Yeah, I'm not sure uncertainty is the word for me. You see, I think that's the frisson of attraction when you're trying to find out how somebody is. But I quite like living on that edge, as you know. I work well with pressure.
I don't know. I'm very much like, if I like somebody, I'm like, yeah, let's move in together. And, you know.
I'll be honest with you. That's a little scary.
It's very 0 to 100 with me.
Yeah, okay.
You know.
Yeah, I think I'm the same.
Yeah.
All or nothing. Otherwise,
I'd be wandering around knocking on walls going, no, we could stand here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on. Respond here.
That's pushing it. Okay.
I think I
can't say anything.
Very
I literally moved. That is Stephen.
That's very Stephen.
I literally moved up to Carrickfergus within 2-3 months. We met, and I've been up there for 27. Do you understand me? Our relationship went to 0 to 0 or 0 to 100 very fast, but we were older. And I think there's an element of you know what you don't want, and I think that's a big part of relationships.
Yeah.
More than actually what you really.
Yeah.
In some ways, as it goes on in particular.
Yeah, that's true. Like the older you get, like the more,
the less time you have.
The bigger filter you have. Yeah, the less time you have. That's true. Well, it's true. You don't have time to get it wrong.
Okay.
You don't.
No, but there is no wrong in this situation, because if your response when you care about someone is to show them a huge amount of love, right, or you know, basically send them ferocious amounts of texts and all that sort of stuff, then that's how you're going to respond to everything. So it's no harm to show that side of yourself. And then, but it's okay, as you say, to be honest and say, look, if this is too much, let me know and I can dial it back. But, you know, the problem I think comes, the scary bit is when you kind of constantly looking for reassurance about, am I doing it right? Am I doing it wrong?
Yeah.
I think what you might need to do here, Richard, if you really like them, is to just relax and enjoy where you are.
I would say have more than one on the go.
Oh,
like if you like,
Kylie, I know as a serial monogamist, I have the same reaction.
If you like,
heart palpitations.
if you like this person loads and loads and loads,
you
need to have a backup plan.
Oh,
because what if they
don't know about that.
It's the saddest thing in the world is when you like somebody and they don't like you back.
No, it is.
Yeah, it's heartbreaking, but at least you know you gave it your all. Do you know what I mean?
See, I'm with you, Kylie.
See?
Yeah. You see, and the thing is,
don't know.
do you know what I think the saddest thing is? If you're not yourself, because then you're not in it. You're not in it. You're not. You're not getting the full, this is who I am. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
I mean, we all hide bits of ourselves for ages. Like, you know, there's no doubt about it. Like, you put your good side out.
The small little bits.
I know. God help Stephen.
Yeah.
Stephen got me, right, from the get-go, like, right, here I am with my plaits, my hair, no makeup, that's it. That's what you're getting, right? And I gave him banter the first day. But we were kind of there. You know, we were there anyway. But, what you know, it's every relationship you have, friends or work relationships, you put your good side out for a while, and then who you are comes out eventually. Yeah, you know, you can't.
That's true. That's true.
In your relationship,
you see, we're kind of wanting to.
What would be the thing that you would have hidden for ages?
Do you know what? When I wish I was a little bit more like I was when I was younger, because I was just very brutally honest and just to the point and just like, well, this is what you get.
Oh.
I was very much like that. So bless Stephen, I was quite harsh and quite mean, and
I think he'd like that though. I think he quite likes a stern hand.
I was like, oh yeah, okay. So I think that was actually what was really good for me when at that stage, because I was so young, that I was just like, this is what I'm looking for. If you don't fit into this mold, thank you and goodbye. Like that was, it's horrible. It's horrible.
Clearly
but I had that
that
mindset.
Yeah.
I had that mindset.
Yeah.
So,
and do you think you've changed much?
I've softened up.
Yeah,
I've softened up, but I've matured. I think I've learned, like, okay, you know, two sides to every story. People have feelings. Come on, Kylie. Like,
I love that. People have feelings.
I've got the like soft side of me, but I think that was always something that I kind of tried to hide and mask, because when you're in competing mode all the time, your brain just goes, no, go, go, go. And it was about releasing that.
You were young and traveling a lot, so you would have been on your own quite a bit.
Yes.
You know, in that sense, you would have been,
So it was that moment of like, okay, you can let those walls down and let other people see the other sides to you too. And you don't have to be like this, go hardcore the whole time. And I think Stephen showed me that side, because he's
the same.
Funny and he's bubbly and
but he's also
social.
Definite. He's also definite. He is very definite.
He's become the other way around. Like he's gone a little bit the other way. Yeah. We've blended it.
The thing I still hide is that.
What do you still hide?
Oh yeah, I'm great at this. So
really? You tell me what it is, and I'll tell you how great you are.
I'm really good at it.
Okay, go on.
I like a clean, very ordered home.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like I promote this. This is what I like. This is what I want.
Yes.
But my apartment's actually quite messy.
No, I disagree.
And
I disagree. It has stuff in it, which is a different thing.
I'm the problem.
You are because
I will
I was just
never
about
admit
to
that.
say. I was just
I will
about to
never
say.
admit that.
I was just about to say, because actually, if you look at all the stuff in the apartment,
Yeah, it's all mine.
It's all
it's
yours.
your record collection.
Yeah.
It's your Angela Lansbury pillows, which we won't discuss.
Yes.
That you tried to kill me with the other day. You know, all of these things.
They're all mine.
A lot of your stuff.
And I will say things like, we really need to clear this apartment out. And my boyfriend will say, yeah, we do.
Yeah, we do. And when are we doing it?
But what you actually mean in that is you need to
I'm
get
the
your
problem.
stuff out.
Je suis the problem.
Oh my goodness.
So last but not least, what do we think Richard should do? And it's like, say, like in the say short to medium term.
Right, Kylie, how do you?
Yeah. Short to medium term, I would just say, be yourself.
And would you say, like, go up and go, listen, I really like you?
Maybe not that.
Yeah, that's
Don't
a
have to vocalize it. I wouldn't vocalize it.
This is my problem, though.
Just, is this your problem? Are you Richard?
No, but this has always been my problem in situations, but not just in like romantic situations, but in other situations. How do you finesse the situation without being overt? How do you like get the message across gently?
I feel like if you were a person that loves gift giving, then that's something you would do. If you send sweet messages, then you do sweet messages. Do you know what I mean? You just do what's you to say, I like you, without going, hi, I like you. Do you like me back? You know?
Well, I think there's a bit of a proviso in this conversation, and I'll tell you why. Because the one thing we don't know is how long it is since he's met this person.
Oh.
Because
Do you know what? For all of the extraneous, laborious detail he has put into this message, he hasn't given us the most important piece. Niamh, exceptional detection as usual.
Thank you. Just call me Miss Marple. Anyway, so here's the thing on this. If this is in the early stages, you're talking first couple of weeks, months, whatever, even months is kind of a stretch. If you're in the very early stages, early dating, you know, just dating, meeting a couple of times or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know how intense it is. It's not even about time. It's about what stage you are in this. So if you're in the very early stage and you're just trying to feel out where you are, and Gearoid is making the face because he's the type who's already moving in when he meets someone who makes him feel that way, right? Whereas I would be a bit cagier on that, right? But here's the thing. if you're on that early stage, take a breath. And I mean, just take a breath. Don't overthink it and enjoy each date as it goes. But during that period of time, show elements of yourself. Maybe say things like, I like to be very demonstrative romantically. Are you that way? You know, I appreciate that in the gay world, that might be a different conversation. Maybe you'd word it slightly differently, you know. And to be honest, men don't respond well when you say, I like to be demonstratively romantically. That's not really how I would say it. But, you know, but you know what I'm talking about. You would kind of feel out how what their love language is without being too therapy-wise about it. But if you're a bit further down the road and you're a couple of months in and maybe you're regularly going out and spending time, if you're starting to go and spend time in each other's spaces, as in houses and stuff, then that's a conversation. Do you not think, Kylie?
Yeah, totally.
That's a conversation. And if you're not able to have that conversation, honestly, that's not for you.
Because here's the thing, the one provision is, right, that if you're really, really, you know, falling for somebody, catching the feels, as
Catching
the
the
kids would say.
feels. I love the catching the feels. Don't say like the kids would
if
say.
If you're doing that and he's not,
Yeah.
it's also a very comfortable situation for him to just be dating somebody that quite likes him. So you need to be careful that doesn't happen.
Yeah, but here's the other thing. It also might... You know, yeah, you're right in that sense, you know, but you would, perhaps he'll be honest about it and say, I'm not feeling the same. And then you can deal with that.
Yeah.
Then he might not be honest and use you. And then that's a life lesson.
Yeah.
But, you know, in that time, you might get some good attention.
He might, like, the people will say that he may develop feelings.
No.
But that's not what I want.
No.
I'll tell you what I want.
Why
I
would
want
you
somebody
want
to
that?
fall down dead that they're so attracted to.
Yes.
That's what
Agreed.
I want.
Absolutely.
I think we've solved Richard's problems.
Hold on here a second. They have to love you immediately?
Absolutely, 100%.
That's a load. Yeah,
no,
I disagree. I think over time, I'm not saying over time, sometimes people improve. Improving your thing. I'm just saying, sometimes it's not obvious.
No, I definitely think.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Sometimes
That's
it's not
true.
obvious who you're going to follow. I mean, sometimes you look at someone and go, whoa, and then eventually you have to say, just don't speak. You know,
that is sad. That is very sad. And it must be very hard in the dance world because everyone is very attractive.
They
in the
are
dance
very
world.
attractive.
But then you speak to some of them.
Oh, wow. Wow, very honest. Yeah. Then you speak to some of them.
You know, like if you go,
I know, yeah.
Yeah, but that's
what
not
you mean.
necessarily.
That's
That's
what
a
that is.
personal thing. No, but it's not a it's
personal preference.
it's a personal
Yeah, yeah.
preference. Sometimes, you know, you don't need to speak now. That's lovely.
true.
But
Thank you, but no thank you.
yeah, you know, and then other people, they have what I call the big charisma. You know, that thing that you just think is so gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes that's not always obvious. So sometimes it's over time you suddenly have this vibe that you get with someone, and you suddenly the next thing you know you can't even go a minute that you're so excited to see that person.
Yeah, that was Stephen, actually.
Yeah,
Now that
and the same with my husband. Yeah. I mean, he won't. It's not new for him to know that. We were dating for 3 months before I realised we were dating. We were just going out, as far as I'm going to meeting, having
But
coffee.
I know
you
what you
talk
said.
an awful lot. You probably would have. There was so much you missed. You were probably engaged and you didn't realise you just missed the conversation. You were talking.
I
You were
will
talking
not
to somebody
deny.
about the Eurovision.
I will not deny that I talk a lot, but you are no feckin' slouch, because I swear to God, this podcast has you talking more than me most of the time. So. Well, yeah. Ooh, sorry, Kylie.
Mommy and Daddy are fighting.
Yeah, Mommy and Daddy are fighting.
Yeah. So, Richard, I think we've really helped.
Yeah.
Let us know how you get on. Follow-ups to agonyrants@gmail.com. I do think, though, Richard, that Kylie gave great
I
advice.
agree. Kylie, you can come again.
Oh,
It
thank
was,
you.
it
Thank
was
you.
very much like, be who you are up front. And I think that's...
Do you know what I like about it? She didn't try and sit on the fence like Stephen did. Stephen sat in the middle there, and he was a bit overawed by the banter and the absolute directness of us.
Yeah.
Oh.
Look.
I
think you should be proud, Richard. Actually, I think you should be proud, because actually even asking these questions is good. Is a good sense.
Well, it's a lot of
start,
information.
yeah.
It's very mature.
It's very. You're very.
You're ready
what's
for
the
it.
word?
You're ready to fall in love.
Self-aware. You've got
it's
a lot
a really
of
good thing.
self-awareness around it.
Just don't doubt yourself.
Now, Kylie, tell us before we go. Right?
Oh yes, tell us.
You and Stephen are opening
Yes.
a new venture.
We are.
Tell us everything.
Oh, so Stephen and I decided we're going to open up a dance school.
I know. I'm
Now
very
that's
excited.
something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Call it an academy and double the price. Little tip.
Good tip. Good tip.
Well, it would be because I mean the level of experience that both of you are bringing to it is phenomenal.
Thank you. Like, to be honest, it's something that's we've never. Back in the day, we weren't like, we're going to open a dance studio because we were touring so much and actually just moving and being in one place now is like, we should do something. And it just felt like the right time and the right thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
I think we really fell in love with teaching on Dancing with the Stars, and you kind of learn how to connect with different people.
Now, I don't know how you did that.
Did what?
Fell in love with teaching on Dancing with the Stars because we are exceptional birds.
I take exception to
Should we
you.
call it Dancing
I
with
take
the
exception to
Birds?
you lumping me in that. I'm a very good student.
No, do you know how proud you feel on a Sunday after you guys have achieved something like that? Because
Yeah.
to be honest, if you said, Kylie, this week I'm teaching you how to, or helping you put comedy together or sing, I'd be like, no, sorry, there's no ways I'm putting myself out there. You see what absolutely. Honestly, I think you guys are the bravest people on the planet. I do.
Thank you.
So brave. So brave.
But I have to say, the mode of teaching is phenomenal. I mean, Gearoid will tell you my level to retain any choreography or to do anything independently in my body was
Not
I can't I
Oh,
broke
really? Is that the
I
truth?
absolutely broke choreographers before.
Oh, really?
I have done.
Stephen doesn't know that, does he?
Yeah,
After Niamh signed up for Dance with the Stars, now, I was very proud that she signed up. I was like, this is brilliant. And then I went to see her in her Halloween panto.
Oh, seriously. It's not even funny.
She had all the grace of somebody hurling a microwave down the
That's
stairs.
not true, but
I have never seen anything like it in my life.
no.
And I was like, we need to get her out of this. But
coordination
when
is
I
very
saw
difficult.
you on week... No, I saw you in December.
Doing the
I
salsa.
went into your rehearsal and I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, she's so graceful.
Now,
You are.
graceful is not a thing that I would think of myself.
You are very graceful.
But
No,
I have to admit,
You need to rewatch.
I
Yeah.
have to
Need to have a
admit,
rewatch.
I am so chuffed, and it's a lot to do with Stephen is very kind, patient, but also definite, which is really nice. So, and the fact that there's a lot of laughter in our room, like
I can only imagine.
laughter, and then we have those lovely conversations. I mean, that's our break. We have a little conversation, and then we know we're coming to the end of it because one of us is kind of going, we really should be doing something here. Yeah, but I am so empowered by it, and that's the truth because I know I used the word too early, didn't I?
No, empowered. This is very exciting. Niamh.
No, I am empowered.
This is the strictly, you know what they say about the strictly curse? I don't believe the strictly curse is about relationships.
No, I agree.
I believe the
I don't
Strictly-
believe that.
This is this is what I think the problem is with it, is you look at your life and go, well, if I've done that, what else can I do?
No, but you see, I've done that my whole life, right?
Yeah, that's very frustrating. You're a bit of a high achiever.
As in, I used to be braver than I've been for the last couple of years. And so this
Okay.
is really helpful to me because maybe we're going on too long here, but do you know, honestly, for 40 years, I've said I haven't been able to do what I've done the last 2 weeks, which is to
wow.
learn a routine. And not just a routine, like proper dancing. You know, where you could maim someone if you're putting your leg in the wrong place. But, you know, essentially I've never, ever thought that I could achieve any of that. And even growing up, my uncle was a champion Irish dancer. And I used to go to the things and I was put to sit down, or if I was ever in any production in school, I was a singer and don't get in the way of the dancers. You know,
Okay.
I mean, my
Yeah.
coordination.
Stand
and
and
so
sing.
for years and years and years, and for 40 years on stage, I've suited myself. And I have never, ever been able to learn a routine that, not even basic routines.
Yeah.
And so to that is like, it's absolutely, I'm trying not to think about it too much because my brain is actually exploding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's quite empowering because in a weird way, it gives you energy to do it. But the other thing that's really shocking to me is how fit I'm getting without actually feeling like I'm doing fitness.
It's the fun way of
Yeah.
learning. It's
That
honestly
lasts
so
3
fun.
weeks
Okay.
after it ends.
No, but I'm going to be going to the school. So yeah, hello. It's going to be
Relax.
not far from me, babes. and I'm going, Stephen, I'm here.
Oh,
You know.
look.
No, but you know
You're
what I mean.
poor man. Look, Niamh, you're welcome to come anytime.
Oh no, I will be. I've lots of
Absolutely.
friends who are like ringing
Absolutely.
me saying, where can we get that dress?
So
Well,
where are
there you go.
opening?
Well,
When
we're
is it
opening
open?
in Belfast, and we are pushing for April
Mm-hmm.
to have a term in April. We want to really have a wide variety of offerings,
Yeah.
because we feel like anyone can dance and anyone should have the ability to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So from beginners all the way to the people who really want to be advanced and go competing and all of that. So
Like me.
Amazing.
yeah.
Like me, yeah.
Yeah, like you.
Yeah,
I
like
go. I want
we'll do
to.
it.
I
Me
want
and
to
you.
compete.
Oh,
Yes.
there's a documentary in that. There is a
I'd
documentary.
love that. Oh my god, I would love.
should
Oh,
get you.
please.
We
I
should
would
Can we?
love to compete. Can you imagine?
This time you're competing with me.
That'd be so much fun.
Yeah.
We'd
Yeah.
have a ball.
Oh,
Yeah.
do you know what we should do? We should have a double competing. See who wins.
See, this is the competitive edge
Oh my
that
goodness.
unnerves
I
me.
am very
I just
competitive.
need to say, if we do enter, it will have to be in the senior section. That's
Oh.
what we called. We called seniors. How sad is that?
I am fine with that. I know
Would,
I'm in
would
the
me
senior
and
world.
Niamh be in the same?
Yeah, we'd have to
I know.
be.
I'm
Yeah.
done. And, this has
That's
been,
it, done.
This has been very infuriating. Thank you so much for listening to the show.
This has been the longest episode we've ever done,
with
but I
these two
love
senior.
it.
We've only done 46 minutes, haven't we?
No, we haven't. I didn't set it for about 15 minutes. So.
Oh, goodness.
But they won't care
She
because
had
it's
one
brilliant.
job.
It's brilliant. I
Um,
know. I was so interested in Kylie, I forgot to say
It's been wonderful to chat to you. Thank you so much for listening to the show. agneyrants@gmail.com if you want to get in touch. And please subscribe to Headstuff Plus over at headstuffpodcasts.com. And in return for that, in return for your pledge in supporting the show, you will get bonus content from all of the shows on the Headstuff Podcast Network, including Niamh, Vintage Rants.
That's right. Vintage Rants and whatever we decide to do beyond that.
Beyond that,
Because
there will
we're
be
actually looking at new things to do in the
additional
bonus.
content. If you would like to come and see me, I'm on tour. Gearoid.com is where
He's
you get
never
tickets.
off tour.
There are tickets left for London and Liverpool, Manchester, and Brighton are sold out, but we're doing second shows there, and they are very much not sold out.
But soon.
Huge mistakes, huge financial mistakes. Gearoid.com is where you get the tickets. And if you do come up and say hi afterwards, tell
Tell us how
tell
you-
me you listen to Agnew Rants.
Yes, please, because it makes, by default, it makes me feel like I'm on tour with him.
And we will chat to you next week. Bye-bye.
This show is part of the Headstuff Podcast Network, a hub for the creative and the curious. Shows are produced in association with Headstuff and the Podcast Studios Dublin. Find out more or become a member at headstuffpodcasts.com.